Guys, hi and welcome. Welcome. Good to see you guys. I'm so excited to share some thoughts. If you want the meat and potatoes of this message, just skip 1 minute in. I'm going to start to really share the juice. 1 minute in, I just want to give a quick life update and say hi for the first minute, and then we're going to get to a juicy quote. But please, if you're watching, like it, subscribe it, share it is the best way. Just encourage this process and journey I'm on with creating things that are meant to encourage your heart in the sweet, sweet gospel. It is October 27th today. I had an amazing weekend. My birthday was October 25th. Got so many amazing messages. People even contributed with money towards this channel. So I'll be able to upgrade the channel a little bit. And I'm so thankful for everyone that really shared in my birthday and just blessing me. Today, I really want to talk about communication versus communion. And I have a juicy quote from Thomas Merton. But just as a lead up into that quote, I want to share a little bit about my weekend. This weekend, I got to celebrate my brother. He turned 40, and for his birthday, he decided to do the most amazing thing I've ever heard about. He's so full of creativity, and I just love my brother so much. If you guys know my brother, comment in the comments and say hi to him. He decided to do a silent retreat for his birthday, which for some is almost like anticlimactic, right? Like you're going to invite all of your friends to come and sit in silence with you. It's a little weird, but weird, remember, is a judgment, it's a label. And so, with some creativity and playfulness, people came and we were able to sit in silence together. We gardened in silence together. We meditated or just practiced mindfulness by his pond at his property. We went on silent hikes. We sat with one another. We just sat and beheld one another. We did a sound bath together. We did some stretching together, yoga stretching together. We did a cold plunge together, even a fireside ceremony that was really fun and full of creativity and meaning. And then we got to dance around the fire, really just like children playing with Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. It was a very meaningful time, but during that time, my brother asked me to share some words of kind of encouragement, and I got to just share with our friends and our family some encouragement. And one of the things I got to share that weekend was this quote by Thomas Merton. And I came into this quote because I was just sitting there, and as you know, when you release the need to speak and embrace silence, sometimes you become more aware of other senses. And so when I greeted my friend that morning, couldn't say anything. So I just embraced him. When I was gardening with my friend, planting bulbs by the pond, couldn't communicate. So we had a lot of just moments of sharing something deeper than words. And so that's what led me to this Thomas Merton quote. I want to share it with you. This is what Thomas Merton said. And pull it up here. Oh, here we go. Thomas Merton said that the deepest level of communication is not communication, but communion. It is wordless, it is beyond words, it is beyond speech, and it is beyond concept. Not that do we discover a new unity, but we discover an older unity. He said, my brothers, and you could insert sisters, my brothers and sisters, we are already one, but we imagine that we are not. And what we have to do recover is our original unity. What we have to be is what we are. Especially those last words, what we have to be is what we are, was profound to me. But what we have to recover is our original unity. More and more, as I survey the social and political landscape and kind of just look at the world around me, I look at what I would describe as the forces of darkness. What they're trying to always do is put us against one another, kind of like the Red Bull can, two bulls just crashing heads against each other. And we do that by pitching narratives in the social world, the political world, the economic world, or even the religious world. And what I feel like Holy Spirit's drawing me to is this place where we stop seeing the other as the enemy. We stop seeing them as other and we start seeing them as family. What we need to recover is not force our way into unity. I think we sometimes do that by trying to force others to ideologically agree with us. So I even find myself during do this, winning arguments. If I win someone to my argument based on my rhetoric or wisdom, then they'll always be resting on the argument. But if I win someone to a position of communion through identifying our original unity, we are drawn together not by our ideological agreement, not because I win someone to an argument, not even because I win someone to my faith expression, but we're actually held within the unity of God in the person of Jesus. Now, this is a wild and somewhat mystical concept, um, but I believe that Jesus was embracing us at the cross, that Jesus was dying. Jesus was giving up his last breath so he could fill us with breath. Jesus was giving up his life so that we could have life. Jesus, in his humanity, was taking on our disfigured image, our broken concepts of ourselves, and he was redeeming and lifting our concepts of ourselves to bring us into alignment with who we were always meant to be in him, which was anchored in a deep intimacy with the Father, Son, and Spirit. And so, there's a world that is really beyond concept. There's a world that's even beyond our knowledge. There's a world beyond communication. It is wordless. It is beyond rhetoric. It is intimate. It is beautiful. In that world, that's beyond all words, we find a unity that is not our own unity, but it is the unity of God. I hope this just small and simple quote really encourages you, and I really hope that you explored it. Explore this quote with me. Um, Here's the quote one more time. The deepest level of communication is not communication, but communion. It is wordless, it is beyond words, it is beyond speech, and it is beyond concept. Not that we discover a new unity, we discover an older unity. So I just encourage you guys, as you explore your relationship with Jesus, as you explore your relationship with his people, remember the unity that's preserved for you in the Father, Son, and Spirit. And just sit with this quote today. I'm off to Alabama soon to a conference that I co-host called Kainos Koinonia. I'm going to share in the next couple days about Kainos Koinonia, our core values, and what we're hoping to accomplish, and the vision of God for his church. So if that interests you, I'll see you tomorrow morning. I love you guys. If you like this video, just share, comment, spread the message that we're unified in the person of Jesus, that there is something beyond our words, communication, but that we're preserved in the communion of Father, Son, and Spirit. Hope you discover that communion today.